I am just off of a little over 3 hour conversation. Hey, Elise, Songho, how are you? How are you guys? I'm bringing up the live stream on my desktop so I can read easier. You know, older eyes. Well, some of you know. Runner Boy says Yogi's late to his own live. Actually, I'm early to my own live. What did I say? Did I say 5:20? And it is 5:15. So I'm actually 5 minutes early. Empress says, the Runner Boy. Empress says, hi, Ark and chat. Miss you all. Just stopping by to say hi. I appreciate that, Empress. Song says, hello. Hello, my friend. So, man, I just came off a 3+ hour conversation. So you would think I'd be talked out, huh? You would think. I always got something to say. I always got one more discourse left in me. That's not always a good thing. I try to balance it out. I do spend a lot of time in silence. So we'll see. It's going to be a short-ish live stream. I am pretty tired. It's sort of surprising how, just having a conversation, just having a meaningful, deep conversation can actually leave you feeling at once elated. Hey, Austin. Austin says, hi, Yogi. Hi, everyone. What's up, Austin? How you doing? And at the same time, you left feeling happily tired. Give me a second. So I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I hope you've had a good weekend. It's been a good weekend for me. Hey, Sniper, how are you? I appreciate you showing up this afternoon. Well, my friend, how are you? Poor man says, Yogi brother, what's up, poor man? Happy to see you guys. Hey, Sue. Let's see. Sniper says, live without philosophizing is in truth the same as keeping eyes closed without attempting to open them. Nice. I don't much fall in line with the Cartesian view, though. Let's see. Sue's saying hi to everyone, as is poor man. How's the training going, poor man? There you go. There's the answer. 525 seals today, Yogi. That's amazing. That is 1,575 push-ups, guys, if my mathing is correct. It's amazing that most of my math skills have to do with reps, weights, poundage, or miles or kilometers. Speaking of philosophizing, Poopinator, my son, my friend, Mr. Poopinator shows up. The traditional greeting, the poop howdy, the fart for me, bro. The thing is, I just did a 3-hour co-live stream with our friend Goga. So for 3 hours, I sat and talked, and I held in all of my farts for 3 hours. And now I don't know if I can let one out because I've been holding them in for so long. So once again, and I always feel bad about this, I've disappointed our friend Mr. Poopinator. However, what a good friend. Thank you so much. Sue says, Mr. Poop, that'll never not make me smile. I don't know any other chat. It's absolutely amazing that we get a Poop Howdy and a Mr. Poop and a Hey Poop and a Ho Poop. And I wonder if Poopinator knows how much he makes all of us smile when he does that. Goga says, Eric, thanks for the 3 hour of YouTube greatness. I was just talking about that. 3 hours. That's a week's worth of talking for me. All right, that's a day's worth of talking for me. Hey Bob, how are you? Any fin is possible, says Hi Yogi. Suicide Side of Fin. Nightmare says, Eric, how's it going? Nightmare, my friend, it's going good. Bob says, double tap the screen. I appreciate that. Poopinator says, hello chat. Hope all is well with everyone. It is Poopinator, how are you? Be Confident says, just got in the hotel. Enjoy that rest time. The bed sheets, the comfort. You will be back on the trail before you know it. Confident says, on the trail. What town are you in? Alamo Muhammad says, hello, my friend. So, hey, you guys all connected with each other? I was talking about the fishing and outdoor channels when I was having a conversation with Goga and how much I truly, truly appreciate what those guys do. Bob says out of Austin. Confidence says, sorry I couldn't get in the labs. That's okay. I understand what you're doing. That's big stuff, my friend. Nightmare says, hey to Sue. Hey, Philip. It's all understood. Nightmare says, LP was incredible yesterday. The stream was fantastic. Nice. I was there for the first part of it before I had to go to bed. And then I chatted just a little bit with Eric Lapointe this morning, and he said he felt awesome today. Goga says, laughing, you are the one with the 1,000+ streams. That is a week's worth of work for me. This is true. I weighed if I wanted to go live. Was I all talked out? Could I think of anything to talk about? Pat God says, yo. Hey, Pat God, how are you? Appreciate you coming in. So, Nightmare, how many burpees did they do total? Goga says, squirrel, hey. Very much enjoyed seeing our friend Squirrel Sniper there, seeing Sue, seeing Tandra, seeing Skits and Jace. Team Optimob were there. Timo and Sabine. Poor man's waving at Goga. Grayson says, hello. Hello, Grayson. Hey, Asia. Asia says, hey, Yogi. Hope all is well. It is, Asia. How's everything with you? Grayson says, hi. Grayson says, why so many mods? To connect with people so they can connect with each other, help each other grow their channels, expand their own channels, make friends. So generally, if people show up for, a couple days and they're really interested in getting to know other people, it's just an easier way of doing it. Philip says, I just got back from a beach house. Nice. What beach were we on? Sniper says, I've been deep diving into exactly why meditation can lower the heart rate of those that have high blood pressure. What did you find? It is an interesting topic that was discussed quite extensively in meditation class, in learning to teach meditation class. Confidence says, I'm in Damascus. Damascus. Damascus isn't in Maryland, is it? All right, just left from Springer Mountain. Gotcha. Make sure to worship the beautiful things in the forest. Absolutely. Absolutely. And happy Reformation Day for all those people that support that. Well, thank you. Sue says, I have question of whether or not to come outside and watch the sky in the chilly air. Good thing I did. There was a hawk sitting on the fence by my chair. I posted the video. Awesome. I have never regretted, even when it's cold, even when it's raining, I've never regretted getting outside. There's always something. And that hawk was just sitting right there for you, Sue. Waiting. Giving you the perfect photo op. Here's what I find. When you don't take advantage of those opportunities, they diminish. Nature stops opening up because you have not made yourself available. Sue, what a perfect example. Just make yourself available to nature. And no one's more available right now than Be Confident, who is on the Appalachian Trail. Confident says, and if not, happy Halloween. Corner Boy says, we live. We are. Nightmare says, honestly, Eric, I lost count. Wow. Then that's an impressive amount of burpees. Corner Boy says, nice collab earlier. Corner Boy, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being there and your participation. You know what? Right off the bat, Runner Boy, you had me laughing, which helped me relax. So thank you for that. Confidence says, I know it isn't yogi, but it's labeled that. The official Appalachian Trail start point is Springer Mountain in Georgia. Yep. So you were going from south to north. Northern Starseed says, great collaboration earlier, Yogi. Thank you. I appreciate you being there so much. That meant a lot to me. And seeing your kind words, I wasn't able to skim the entire conversation, but certain things stood out for me. And you were one of them. So thank you. She says, I always have to be outside at some point, even if only for a few minutes. Me too. It's a priority. Especially in the morning. I will get outside and get fresh air and morning light. And morning light counts. Even if it's an hour before dawn, even if it's cloudy, you are still getting that early light to the eyes, which is imperative to your well-being, emotional and physical. Damascus, Virginia. I'm in. Gotcha. You're not too far from me, actually. Sniper says the disruption of the flow causing the blood to return back to the heart instead of flowing through the body in harmony. Meditation disrupts the bouncing back effect. Interesting. Where'd you read that? Gogo says, thank you, Northern Starseed. It was a fun event. And you know what? It truly was an event. Goga was so on point in what he was asking, and then he eased back and gave me room to express myself. I mentioned this before. Goga's a humble guy. He's an artist at what he does. Because, at no point was it anything less than open and spacious in how it was presented. Closer to the southern terminus. So you will be heading north, right? Northern Starseed says, Goga, you too. Loved it. south to north. So you get the elevation out of the way, starting in the south. That's the highest point, going through the Smokies. But then once you get to Maryland, you get all the rocks. Maryland, Pennsylvania, it's a rocky, rocky section. Confidence says, Yogi, I made a new channel description like a week ago. Check it out. I will. Thank you for letting me know. Northern Starseed said, it was fun and spiritual and insightful. A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything I love. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted to talk about. And again, Goga made it that way. He made sure it was that way. Confidence says, I have a few bucks. I thought when I get my donation thing on YouTube set up, I'd give you a helpful donation. You know, I mentioned this before. You give me the donation of your time and of your attention. That's awesome, my friend. Thank you. Semper says, Bento said about yoga and meditation, if practiced long enough, will produce a change in the sound frequency with which the human heart resonates through the entire body. I like that description. Bento wrote was it the Handbook to Higher Consciousness? It's Isaac Benthoff. Did I get that right? Goga says, you are most kind, Eric. Just telling my tribe it was the calmest Sunday service in a long time. Your energy calmed everyone. That's so nice to hear. I hope I didn't calm them to the point of falling to sleep. People have fallen asleep in my live streams. Eric Lapointe has fallen asleep during my live stream. A couple other people have told me they've fallen asleep, which is perfectly fine because I love talking about sleep issues. If anything I can do help someone fall asleep and relax, then I'm on point. Goga says, it wasn't even fighting in the chats. They are always flying. I love the questions that they ask. And if you ever get the opportunity to mention how much I appreciated those insightful questions that everyone put out there. Sampa says, correct, 100% Eric. Yep, I have his book somewhere. I think I have 2 of his books floating around. It's good stuff. I enjoyed them. It's been a while, though. I should revisit. I gotta admit, after the live stream, I was a little sleepy. Thought about taking a nap, and I realized, why take a nap? In 2 hours, I'm going to be going to bed. Northern Starseed said, Yogi, you brought a tranquility. Goga asked the perfect questions to showcase the best of what makes you you. Wow. Is about all I can say to that as well. Thank you so much. Man, anything I brought was brought out by Goga. I can honestly say that. That's for sure. Goga says that's it. North Seed, the tranquility. You know, it always helps knowing that you're among friends. And I certainly felt like I was among friends. As I mentioned to Goga at the beginning of the chat, when I mentioned that I was nervous, and Eric Lapointe said to me, "You're talking with Goga. How can you be nervous? It's Goga." And I was like, you're absolutely correct about that, Eric. And my cat only came in to bother me 3 or 4 times during the entire live stream. Hey, Corey. How you doing? Corey says, how are you? Corey, I'm doing pretty good. Sniper says, the change in resonance results from elimination of what the medical professionals calls the bifurcation echo, so that the sound of the heartbeat can move synchronistically up and down the circulatory. That was a lot of words that are hard for me to pronounce, but I'm going to give myself, on a scale of 1 to 5, a 4.2. I like that. I really liked how he ties things to the heart. Corey says, "May I get my mod back today?" So this is on a trial basis, my friend. Let's do it chat by chat and see how it goes. So here you go. System harmonious resonance approximately 7 times per second. Goga says the cat came for breath work. The cat did come for breath work. I have 2 cats. They're sisters. I adopted them when they were 10 years old. And one loves to sit next to me while I meditate and do breath work. And the other loves to do yoga with me. And will literally do her own stretching. Hey, Jacob. Jacob comes in and drops some links. Appreciate it, my friend. Corey says, so I can get it back. You're welcome, my friend. Use it moderately and wisely. It's not meant to time people out. It's not meant to moderate. It's meant to help you connect to friends, to make friends. Northern Star Seed says, has Corey been on the naughty step? You know what? Corey has never, ever been on the naughty side. He's always been really nice. I like Corey a lot. He's been a great friend. He can get overly enthusiastic at times, but who can't? I'm 59 years old. I get overly enthusiastic at times. Sniper says, you came through like a champ. I appreciate that encouragement. Squirrel Sniper is someone who knows my limitation with the English language. Actually, I got to be fair. He knows my limitation with language and has been extremely helpful. Hey, Liz, how are you? Liz says, like done. Hey, I appreciate that. Sniper says, Corey Dykes, you only use to connect, please. Absolutely. Always defer to the senior moderators. Jacob drops Poor Man's channel. Hey, Lala, how are you? Liz says, blessings, Eric. Blessings to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Sniper says, greeting, Brother Jacob. Sabine says, hello and good evening, Yogi Eric. Hello, Sabine, my friend. How are you? I hope you enjoyed the raid. That was so much fun. Liz says, blessings, chat. Let's see. Hey, Liz, my friend. I just connected with you. Made sure to hit all of the subscribes. If you guys would like to connect with our friend Liz, let's make it easier. Lola says, "What's up, Jiminy?" Northern Star Seed sends a nice little blessing of love to our friend Corey. Hey, Odom. Odom says, "Say, Mr. President Goga." Goga says, "Odom, why do I always feel the urge to scream your name?" Odom invites that excitement, doesn't he? Liz says, "Coach Yoga, you're here." That's a lot of O's Goga has for Odom. Hey, Wetback. Wetback says, "I will probably get this all wrong except for the salute. Impala Hector Enchante di te raconter." How did I do? Pronunciation. I would score a 0 in translation, but hopefully I got a 2 out of 5 in my speaking. How are you, Wetback? Appreciate you being here, my friend. Sniper says, when the left ventricle of the heart ejects blood, the aorta being elastic, it balloons out just beyond the valve and causes a pressure pulse to travel along the aorta. Jacob's dropping Austin's link. Nor the Starseed says, "Yogi, I love your wildlife and nature videos." Thank you. Man, I absolutely love making them. It's become, it's definitely become an art form, but not mine. As I mentioned on Goga's, I don't edit. I let nature express itself, and I am just on the go and I capture it. I've had people ask me, why is it shaky sometimes? Why is it rough? And offer me solutions. But I'm doing that when I'm out running or fast walking. And then I try to be aware. Whatever captures my attention, whatever wants to be filmed, and I get the great opportunity. I think of it as a blessing, that nature is blessing me with that opportunity to capture it and then share it. So I don't feel any need to edit or put music to it. However, those that do that, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Spain is waving at poor man. Jacob drops my link. Hey, Jacob, thank you. Liz says, "Eric, you did well today. I will soon start doing meditations." Hey, if you want help, I am happy to. I mentioned before that I teach primarily primordial sound meditation, which is mantra meditation, very similar to transcendental meditation. However, my first practice was called passage meditation, in which you take a spiritual passage, you have it memorized, you sit, your eyes closed, relax, and you silently think that spiritual passage, word by word by word, letting each word drop into that stillness of which we are, as if you're planting a seed. Now, my meditation teacher at the time, Eknath Easwaran, who was a Indian scholar who came to the United States in the 1950s under the Fulbright Scholarship, was also a student of the Christian mystics, and he recommended starting with the prayer of St. Francis, because you become what you meditate upon. And when you meditate on, "Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there's hatred, let me sow love," it's like spiritual technology. You're truly becoming an instrument of peace. And can there be any greater calling right now than being an instrument of peace in the day and age in which we're living. So people starting out with meditation, I love teaching that one because I love seeing people plant that in seed of intention so that they themselves are more peaceful. And then the world becomes more peaceful because of their effort. We'll never. Timo, my friend, thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Let me catch up in the chat. So I will be happy to help you meditate if you would like. Corey says, hey to Optimum. Ola says, what's up, Optimum? Jacob's support has connected and liked. Corey says, don't end live stream, please. I like this. It's fun. And talk for a little bit longer. Northern Starseed said, without a doubt, it's nature's blessing you. And I see that when I look at other people's nature shorts. Whenever I visit Just One Sue, you can tell that she's being blessed. The open sky, the river, the yoga squirrel and the birds, the train sound resonating through silence. Jacob says, sorry I haven't responded back, guys. Over here supporting and helping others. Absolutely, that's what Jacob does. Hashtag Jacob Love. Speed says, hello, I say hi to all of you, and lots of love and light to you all. And love and light to you, my friend. I appreciate you guys being there today. Thank you very much. Burner Boy says, Corey Mott again, we are on a trial basis. This says, I'm glad hosts. I join you when I need help. I will surely run to you. I will be here, my friend. Absolutely. My email is on my homepage. You can always reach me there. Anyone who ever wants to connect on Facebook, feel free. We can messenger, right? I got it. This says, blessing Sabine. Corey says, hi to Sabine. Lola says, you all good, Jacob? Absolutely. We know what Jacob does. Jacob says, say brother Mr. Yogi in chat. Jacob, my friend, I'm always happy when you take a moment to pause in your work and just say hi. Lola says, we figured, or at least I figured you were doing your YouTube duties. Yep. That's what Jacob does. Corey says he just donated. He did. And I am very, very much appreciative of that. Let's see. Northern Starseed says, do you barefoot ground yourself too, Yogi? I do. And I wear, in the winter, when I'm walking, I wear my barefoot shoes so I can feel that connection. And then I try to spend a little time barefoot as well. When I'm walking, I try to, as often as possible, stop and touch a tree. Mocha and I started doing that in ultra races. Let's see. Sniper says, part of the pressure pulse rebounds and starts traveling up the aorta. In the meantime, the heart rejects more blood and a new pressure pulse is traveling down. Those two pressure points will eventually collide somewhere along the aorta and produce an interference pattern by placing the body in a sleep-like state. The gateway tapes achieves the same goal. As we'll wait until we get down to that. Let's see, everyone's saying hi. Oh, Northern Starseed says, who? Say her name again, Sue. Just One Sue. Are you not connected with Sue? She is, if you go to the beginning of the conversation, you'll see her. And Jacob probably, because Jacob's absolutely awesome, probably dropped Just One Sue link already. You'll love, if you're not already connected, you will absolutely love visiting Sue. Sniper says, as meditation places the body in such a profound, relaxed state that the bifurcation echo slowly fades away, and the heart lessens the force and frequency with which it pushes blood into the aorta. Nice. Sniper says, beautiful peeps. Northern Cersei said, Squirrel, I wish I'd said that. Perfectly written. Very much so. The result is a regular, rhythmic sine wave pattern of sound which echoes throughout the body and rises up into the head in a sustained resonance. Hey Selma, how have you been? Haven't seen you for a while. Selma is making movies. Sniper says, greetings Selma, how are you? Jacob dropped Selma's link. Says she's doing well. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Selma says, I love you guys. Love you too. Lola says, how is our Selma today? Lola says, no, I'm not, but I want to be. Would any moderator mind if I asked if they could drop the link for Just One Sue? I cannot do it on my desktop. Hey, Michael. Michael says, hey, Yogi, apologize for being late, but I just got back from grocery shopping. Understood, my friend. Never a need to apologize. Lola says, glad you're here and doing well, Selma. Optimob says hi to Michael. Man, when Goga suggested, when he talked about doing the raid, and he said, well, let's go to Jace, or let's go to Optimobs. Big smile on my face. New people getting to experience the company of Sabine and Timo and Bax, and seeing the beauty presented by Optima. Lola says, I love you too, Selma. Selma says, you're the best. Lola is the best. Not going to argue that, that's for sure. Michael drops the link for Sue. Hey, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Northern Cersei, do you see the link for Sue? Very kindly from Michael. Michael, I saw that you were doing Wiccan wands. That's pretty cool. I've studied just a little bit of Wicca. It's a fascinating path. I could easily see myself practicing that. Someone says, my movie is called Trick or Treat. Is it a scary movie? Michael says, yeah, just called for fun. Hey, it's an art form. You know, our friend Squirrel Sniper carves too. Lola says, no way, this room is the best. Thank you, Lola. It's you guys who make it that way. Without you guys, I'm an old guy sitting in an office talking to a screen. Someone says it is a scary movie. You are braver than I am. I'm good for about one scary movie per 10 years. I don't think I can handle any more than that. I think the last scary movie I saw, and I mentioned this before, Nicole Kidman, The Others, that was really scary. Because it was that suspenseful type of scary. Hey, A35. Selma says, I love filming the movie. Michael Sniper says, just subbed. Nice. I think you'll like his work, Sniper. Michael says, I just made a new mini wand. I'll post it today on my community. A stained coral, which is light brownish pink stain. Nice. Speaking of art, A35 says, just tied a glass bead nymph pattern 2 hours ago. Nice. And you know what? Tying flies is really, truly an art form. Michael says, it's up to you. Someone says, today is the day. What is today? What did you do today? Let's see. I meditated today. I did yoga today. I worked out today. I walked a lot today. Got out 2 different times. And I talked for a very, very long time with our good friend Goga. Talked for 3 hours, actually. Imagine that. I didn't think I had it in me. Semper says, unfortunately, growing up in the film industry, I saw through the screen and watched the makeup and special effects. When you know it's just not scary. That was me at 7 years old. Yeah, I can imagine so. That's a shame, but it must have been also pretty exciting. A35 says tying flies is harder and takes longer than buying flies. Absolutely. Hey, is there a difference in when you're fishing? Is one more effective than the other? Northern Starseed says he did an absolutely awesome collab with Goga. And thank you again. Man. Someone says, I love filming and love to be brave today. Slay Sunday. Did you enjoy Slay Saturday? Northern Starseed says, if you watch it, you won't be disappointed. It meant a whole lot for me to do it. It meant even more so to see you guys in the audience. And to be able to talk that much about breath work and to tie it all together. Someone says, I do art. I've heard that you do art. I've heard you talk to Toy Pups about that. So you guys might not know this, but Love Toy Pups is doing Slay Saturday, in which she is inviting her friends, her community, to do like a 10-15 minute live stream with her to join. It's a lot of fun to watch. Our friend Toy Pups is a very rated, very, very creative content creator. Jacob drops the link for Michael. Selma says, yes, good. It's not hard to fly fish at all. It's easier than bait casting or bobber fishing or any type of fishing. You think so? Seems like it would be more difficult, but you would know better than me, as I haven't fly fished before. Michael says, thanks for Sniper. Jacob says, thank you so much for having me on your live stream once again, Brother Mr. Yogi. Truly appreciate it. Much love and respect. Big salute. Big salute to you, my friend. Thank you for being here, Jacob. Northern Starseed says, I love toy pups. Me too. It's been a big help for me. I love seeing what every different live streamer brings to their page. Selma sings the theme song. Double tap the screen and like the live. Double tap your screen. And she's singing Jesus Loves You. Yes, we know. Starseed said, I literally sat an hour today watching her puppy sleeping in a crate. Awesome. Hey, you follow Daisy May, right? Are you subscribed to Daisy May? Because if you like watching puppies sleep, you would love watching. Daisy May is the name of the channel, and of course, the host I call Daisy. That's not her real name though, and her dog's name is Daisy. And Daisy is the sweetest little puppy. Someone says, I'm having a fart contest with my brother. I'm winning. Well, congratulations to you, my friend. That is quite the skill. Not everyone can beat their brother in a fart contest. Someone says, slow mate. Cersei says, I need to do an angel pulling card live for my community. That would be awesome. Hey, when you do, I got all notification for you set, but sometimes that will slip by. It has for a lot of people on YouTube. If you tag me, I will be sure to see it. Wait, I know I won't miss it. Selma says, hold on, I'm Dora. Sniper says, Northern Starseed, do you douse as well as read cards? Starseed says, oh, this is meant to be, Yogi. My favorite girl, dog, passed away, and she was Daisy. I'm so sorry for your loss. It was meant to be. You will really enjoy Daisy. I can try to drop her link. It generally doesn't work unless you're also on a desktop. Our friend Poor Man's Gym is live, by the way, and Theme Park is live, as well as Buddha. So we got some good friends being live right now. I just want to look up Daisy May, if I'm able to find her real quick. There we go. Let's see if this works. Northern Cersei says, I don't use dowsing rods, Squirrel, but I do use a pendulum. Nice. Selma says, I missed you. Scroll says he uses both. You use a pendulum too? I don't know if we've talked about that before. Let me know if that works. 835 says, I generally don't know what the flip I'm watching right now on Instagram. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Hattie Jotel, did I say that right? Says, hi. Hello, my friend. Sniper says, that's a wonderful squirrel. Do you read too? So I think in about let's see, I'm 51 minutes into a live stream. Let's make it an even hour and we'll call it a night. And we'll visit Poor Man. I know he's still going to be live because his workouts are always longer and intense. There's no let up in Poor Man. And we'll visit Buddha of Destiny. The title is Buddha's Health Journey, Burpees Before Raining. And then Theme Park. All three of them are extremely good friends, so anytime I get an opportunity to support, I was hoping our friend Toy Pups would be live too, but I don't see her up at all. Selma says she's hit 7.17 million subscribers. That is a lot of subscribers. $835 says, does anyone want to hear some original history of fly fishing? Sure. Now, before you post anything, I should add that I'm only going to be live for about 7 more minutes. And I'm saying that because I don't want you to type anything out and then I have to end the live stream right in the middle of your work, because I know that's just not fair. It's not fair to you. Starseed says, well done, Sal. Sniper says, not so much with the pendulum, but I predicted both sexes of my children while still inside their mother's womb. Nice. Well, what did you use to make that prediction? I mean, did you use an instrument? Northern Starseed says, oh, wow, that is amazing squirrel. Sniper says, I don't read cards anymore, but I occasionally do palmistry. Selma says, thank you, Northern. Sniper says, my wedding ring and a piece of copper. Wow. Gallo says, yo, I like the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's visit your channel real quick. I see that you don't have content right now, but that doesn't mean that you will not have content in the future. Who knows if you will ever feel called to do so. And if you do, I'm connected. Feel free to drop by anytime. If you decide you want to put content out, come on by and let us know what you're going to do, and we're here to support you. 835 says, hey, Eric LaPointe. 1840s, at least, I think, when fly fishing was around, since the Greece. It was called tenkara fishing, when people didn't know reels at that time, so they just used sticks and string. Backwards and forwards for a boy and circles for my daughter. Wow. Eric LaPointe gives a salute to Squirrel Sniper. What's up, Eric? How was your day? Selma was dancing with her boyfriend James yesterday night. Well, I'm good. I'm glad you had that opportunity. A35 says, then people started realizing that fish were also feeding on insects above the surface or under the surface, and that's when people started making upgrades of the rod. Wow. Eric Point gets a salute from Squirrel Sniper. Someone says, I had fun last night. I'm glad you had fun. She was a spider. So it was a Halloween party, costume party. Cersei says that was definitely work, Squirrel. I used an angel crystal on a silver chain. I made myself too. Nice. Eric Point says it was a great day, Yogi. So what did you do today? I haven't heard from Reaper. How's he doing? Selma says, I love to have fun. It was epic. Well, you deserve it, my friend. A35 says, it's been evolution for years. They made upgrades now using thicker string and tying the first flies. It's still surprising around to this day. I admire your passion. It's awesome to see. Someone says, I'm drinking coffee. Well, I hope it's not too late. I could definitely not have coffee this time of the day. It would keep me, if I have coffee after 12, it would keep me up. Nadim says, hi Eric, hope you remember me. Nadim. What did we talk about, Nadim? I feel bad. I apologize. I don't want to say that I don't remember you, but I'm just trying to place what it is that we talked about. A35 says, Tenkara fishing is around, but still different. With the rods, there's no reel connected to it, but there is still a fly line and leader. Interesting. And you should check it up on Google. It's amazing. I will check it out. Eric Point says, I watched my daughter soccer game and did some shopping for some workout gear. Nice. So let me guess. You bought headbands, wristbands. What else? I hope the game went well with your daughter. Nadeem says, I have started a new life only because of you. I believe I know what we talked about, my friend. That's awesome to hear. Eric Point says, Nadeem, nice. You are my only Adila. Let's just say that we're friends. And I'm happy to be a friend for you. Whenever you need one. You're the motivation of me. Eric says, a workout hat and pants. This was the 80s, Yogi. So no Reeboks. No, no tracksuit. You know what? When you said you went shopping for workout gear, I gotta admit, I had my heart set on seeing Eric LaPointe on a stair stepper and I'm thinking green with the stripes down the sleeve, tracksuit, headband, wristbands, Reebok high tops. I'm not going to go so far as to say that I pictured him in leg warmers, but I'm not going to say that the leg warmers were absent either. Nadeem says, I love you, my friend. You're my great leader. I love you too, my friend. And absolutely, friends. We lead each other. We lead each other. Eric Lapointe says, now I have to do this. You know, Eric Lapointe Halloween live stream, people will think it's a costume. They won't know that it's your actual stuff. That's how you can get away. You can get away with that kind of stuff on Halloween. Eric Lapointe says, "Whoa, this is just for Halloween," and he breaks out his tracksuit and his his leg warmers and Reebok high tops. But we all know the secret. It's not just for Halloween. You get the feeling that the guy that showed up to do burpees in cutoff jeans, work boots, and a cutoff flannel shirt, and did a drinking burpee routine with a friend, nothing's off limits. You got to be careful with your suggestions, because nothing is off limits to, that should be the title. Eric, nothing's off limits. Lapointe. I do remember our conversation. That's what I said earlier. Now I remember. I have left alcohol totally because of your words. I have been value of life now. Previously not worried about my life. I wrote something largely for myself a long time ago when I left drinking behind. And that's truly how it happened. I didn't struggle. Drinking just left my life. And it is always only day one. We never have to count our days. It's always day one. And we just embrace today. Today, we're sober. We don't think about tomorrow. We don't think about the next day. Today, we're sober. And we celebrate that today. Eric Point says, yes, Naeem, I remember also. Hey, Christine. Christine says, hello, host, and like done. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Eric Lapointe, thank you for remembering that with our friend Nadim. It was a great conversation that we had. Eric Point says, hey, Christine. Christine says, Nadim, hello. Nadim says, just worried about my second marriage now. Hey, Nadim, now that you have embraced the path of sobriety, no issues, no problems are insurmountable. Talk to your wife. It all comes down to communication. It all comes down to talk. Someone might say, well, Eric, you're one to talk as you are divorced. However, those who know me, those who know my ex-wife, know divorce is just a word. That there is absolutely nothing but love between Mocha and I. That the legalities of our relationship have changed, but the essence remains the same. When you are committed to love your partner, no matter what, nothing else matters. I was committed to love Mocha no matter what happened. When we got divorced, if she had decided that we were divorced and that's the end of the relationship, I could love her nonetheless. It was my commitment. I could love her from a distance just as easily as I could up close. That took some time to get there. But through being committed to just loving, I was able to do so. And it mended our relationship. And Mocha had the same commitment, fortunately. Christine says, hey, Eric, how are you? Nadim says hello to Christine. Hey, Nightmare. Nightmare says, I'm back, Eric. Don't worry. Well, it was just about to send, I was going to send out Eric Lapointe to look for you. They figured if anyone could track down and locate Nightmare over the vast expanse of an internet wilderness, it was Eric Lapointe. Eric Point says, "We're great, Christine." And I don't know why. Eric Point said he's great. For some reason, I just flashed on what he said when he said he was buying workout gear. And I asked if this was what he was buying, and he said it's not the 80s, Eric. That's still making me laugh. Nadeem says, "You are my ideal, sir." Commit to, Nadeem, my friend, commit to the best Nadeem. Commit to yourself, to your, to loving yourself and those that are in your life. Eric Point says, "Nice nightmare is here." Hey, Skeeter. I had you up and running today, Skeeter. Skeeter says, "Everyone cheers, Brother Yogi. I'm at the haunted house tonight, and we'll be live tomorrow evening around 5 p.m. Eastern time. Catfishing. Nice. Hey, guys. Skeeter's really close to getting his watch hours, to getting the 3,000. So if anyone could maybe do a playlist, go there and watch a few videos, it will add up quickly. Christine says, "We're good. Thank you for asking." She says, "Hello to Skeeter." Hey, Ann. Ann says, "Hi, Yogi." How you doing, Ann? Our friend Ann's crap chat. Eric Point says, "Nice, Skeeter." Nightmare says, "LP, hope he didn't feel too ill today." He said he felt great. Nadeem says, "Please motivate me, Eric." Well, Nadeem, my friend, I am happy to talk with you and help you. We motivate each other. You have everything you need. Again, man, you left drinking behind. How amazing is that you were able to do that? To me, that's harder. That's more difficult than working on your relationship. Working on your relationship just the means of listening, communicating with your partner, and meeting them where they are. Give up the need to change anyone, because you never will. You can never insist anyone being anything other than what they are. When you give that up and you listen and let them tell you where they are, everything begins to change. Nadeem says, "I was waiting for your live all the time." I'm here, my friend. You can always reach out by email too. My email's in my community page, or my page. What is it called? Christine says, "Eric, I'm glad you completed the exercise." Hey, Eric Lapointe, how many reps did you get? Skeeter says, "Thanks for the support, everyone." Absolutely, my friend. Happy to. Ann says, "I'm okay." How's the mugs going? Christine says, "Skeeter, hello. We'll watch your video." Thank you, Christine. Nadeem said, "Earlier I was going to finish my life. Later I realized life is precious only because of your words." Well, I think my words might have... My words can only be a reflection of what's going on in you. This was all you, my friend. This was all you. I'd love to take the credit. My ego would love to take the credit. But this was you. This was your inspiration within you. I'm glad that I could be part of that for you. I'm glad that I could say something that sparked that interest in life in you. But man, it was your interest, and it was your life, and it was your deep insight in what you just said. You realize how precious life was. That's all you. Think how wonderful that is. Think what gifts you have inside of you. And says, "How are you, Yogi?" I'm good. I'm really good. I'm going to mention I spent 3 hours in conversation with Goga on his live stream. He had me as his guest, co-host. He asked such perfect questions, and man, we talked breath work and forgiveness and yoga and meditation. It was just a beautiful afternoon. I didn't know I had 3 hours in me. Skeeter drops the link for Christine. Thank you, Skeeter. And has caught up on her caps finally. Well, that's good to hear. Now, I know you were putting out Halloween stuff. Have you started doing Christmas stuff yet? Christine says, Nadim, where are you watching from? Skeeter says they also subbed Christine. He says, Skeeter, thank you. Skeeter drops his link. Thank you, Skeeter. Okay, everyone, got to go. Have ready for tonight's. Cheers, everyone. Hey, have fun tonight. See everyone on the buzz. Cheers. Take care, my friend. Man, I did the whole 4 hours of Skeeter's live stream yesterday. He was catfishing. And then I had it on replay to give some more watch hours. I had him up again today. It's just fun hanging out with him. He said he is watching from United Arab Emirates. I've never been able to pronounce that correctly, to the non-surprise of everyone. Nadim says, best live in the world on YouTube is Eric Live. Thank you so much, my friend. Ann says, yes. So, have you started doing that yet, Ann? Eric Point says, Christine is a great supporter. And she says, Yogi, can I have a wrench? And you know what, Nadim? I apologize that you had to ask for one. I should have extended it in the very first place. My apologies, my friend. Absolutely. Absolutely, you can have a wrench. Christine says, thank you, Eric. I try my best. Ann says, did you get my message, Yogi? Just now. I heard my little bell go off. We get 2 awesome mugs, American flags, and a fish. Man, I'm thinking of our friends in the fishing community. They would absolutely love those. And I need a way to put this on my community page. And I don't know, I don't want to overwhelm you with too much work, but I bet people in the fishing community would absolutely love getting those. And says you can share them if you want. They're 30 ounces, which is a big cup. Nadim says, you are my teacher, as you are for me as well, my friend. You know, I quoted today, again on Goga's, that we teach what we most need to learn. So we are all teachers, every single one of us. The question is, what is it are we teaching? Are we teaching love, or are we teaching disconnection? Are we teaching divisiveness? When I can keep that in mind, I always do my best to teach only love. Ann says, okay. What I think I can do I'm saving the image, and I can post them on my community page, and I will tag you, and then people can contact you as well. Let me see if this works. I don't think it's going to work. So I'll put that up on my community page. I tried to also copy the image and then post in the chat, but it's not working. Let me try one more thing. One more effort. Nope. And says, thanks, you're welcome. Nadeem says, I'm in the long distance with my wife. It's very difficult for me now to live alone. I understand that. I have been there. My wife was overseas for a year. And says, let me come on my other channel for the tag. Gotcha. Sniper says, greetings to Christine. Nadeem says, please guys me on how to handle the situation. So, I honestly don't like the thought of advice because I'm a very fallible person. You know, I've been guided in my own life through my mistakes and my correction of mistakes. Sometimes the correction has been as bad as the original mistake. So I've become very thoughtful in what I do. My guide for me in life is to do least harm, as little harm as possible in any given situation. Our friend Double Trouble Creative Crafting is our friend Anne, by the way, says praying the situation of Nadeem, and praying in this situation is indeed a wonderful thing to do. There is no difference. We always think long distance relationship or up close relationship. There is no distance in a relationship. There's no distance in love. Love your wife as if she is sitting right next to you. If your priority is to maintain the relationship, then there is no distance in love, ever. That can be hard to wrap our minds around because we are used to loving someone who is present. However, the love of your wife is always present. It's never absent. Never, never absent. Let her know. Right now, there's long distance, but it won't always be that way. I love you as much wherever you are. Wherever you are. And I'm committed to making this relationship work. Be open and honest. As Anne said, pray. Pray for insights for the situation. You are guided. You're guided by your heart. Not by your ego, but by your heart. Sniper says, absent makes the heart fonder. Neve says, because of long distance, we have a fight on a daily basis. A very heated argument. Christine says, double trouble, hello. So here's some important advice. Nadeem says, sometimes I abuse my wife. If you can overcome your drinking, which you have, always a work in progress, then this too you can get by. That abuse is never called for, ever. And you can get through this. Your wife can get through this. Approach it as a new day. Here's important words that I got from a long time ago. Give it a choice between being kind and being right. Always choose being kind. And you always have a choice. You always have a choice. You can walk away from any argument and think I was right. But in order for you to be right in an argument, you have to make someone else wrong. No one wants to be made wrong. Always, always choose love over being right, because then you've created a space in which you can talk. But if you keep insisting I'm right, why don't you listen to me? Why don't you understand that I'm right? You can easily turn that question back on yourself. Why don't you understand that she's right? And in the end, if you're both hurting, does it matter if one person is wrong and the other person is right if you both wind up being hurt? Choose being kind. Every situation, choose being kind, choose being kind, choose being kind. Cypher says he's being honest. He is being honest. Confident says, thanks for letting me know, good friend. I hope that helps somewhat, Nadim, my friend. If we approach every time we're disconnected from someone, anytime that we're in an argument, anytime that we're feeling animosity between us, and if we go in with the attitude of, I'm going to make you understand how right I am, can we really think that that is going to end well for anyone? But if we go into every situation with the intent of, I'm going to express kindness, imagine how that situation is going to change. Imagine if we listen instead of tell. If we're always telling someone, pay attention, listen, I'm right. Or we listen, we pay attention. We ask, are they right? We don't always have to be right. I seldom am. Nadeem says, sometimes I was thinking for a divorce, Eric. However, it's not easy for me to leave her because I love her from the bottom of my heart. That's where you start. Start at the bottom of your heart. Confidence says, Nadeem, I really personally don't believe in divorce unless adultery, but it's just my opinion on the matter. Double Trouble says, going to post more, be right back. Be Confident says, I'm very open-minded. Christine says, be confident, hello. Denise says, only because of my anger issue, I'm not able to handle her. So that's important. It's your anger issue, which means you can do something. If you want to reach out, and I can teach you meditation and breath work. Remember, your anger issue. That's so important to remember. One, it's an issue. It's not who you are. You are not angry. You can never be angry. You can only experience anger. When you know that, you've already entered into this little spaciousness of freedom. Meaning you can think of anger as like a cloud. It doesn't consume you. A cloud never consumes the sky. The sky is independent of any cloud that passes through. An angry cloud, a happy cloud, a sad cloud, they are all just clouds. You are the spacious sky. Allow that anger to pass through you. Take a beat. I know it's not easy. It gets better and it gets easier. It's a practice. Christine says, double trouble, I connected to you. Big Confidence says, huh? Yeah, sometimes things don't make sense. My cat's being noisy. Big Confidence says, Yoga, you're one of the best people I've ever met. Thank you for saying that. I never know what to say. I always honestly think we are reflections of each other, the good and the bad. Confidence says, I mean it. I appreciate that, my friend. Nadeem says, maybe she will find better than me if I was going on the same situation. What makes you think there's anyone better than you? There are people different than you, but that doesn't make them better than you. You will find as you work with your anger, simply be aware of it. Simply be aware of your anger. And then take a beat. Breathe. Through the nose, out through the nose. The anger will... You'll get this little space between you and the anger. When you get that space of awareness, you can navigate it. You can push it aside just a little bit. So start just paying attention to what's happening inside of you. Look for those triggers. That little trigger that starts getting you anger. Sniper says, I don't think that's a second sock account. It's someone else's. That's what I figured. Confidence says, no matter what you go through, just remember that you matter. I promise. And that God loves you very much and has a plan for you. Thank you, Confident. Nadeem says, I've always worried that she would not go. Let her know that you are going to be working on this. You can work on it together. Confidence says, I have to go to bed very soon. I'm going to bed soon, too. Just a minute, actually. I wonder if I'll ever finish the entire thing. Daughter will meet you on the trail come Halloween. You will. You'll finish. I have confidence in you, my friend. How can I not have confidence in you? You are be confident. Anne is back. Good. I'm going to wrap things up in just a minute. I'm actually surprised I've talked this long, as I was pretty talked out after spending time with Goga. Confidence says, and walk with me for a few miles, and I continue. That's nice. Christine says, very nice to meet you, to be confident, and have a good night. Nadeem says, she is always trying to say she could leave me. And I can't leave without her. Well, don't project too far in the future. Let your wife know you want to work on this. You want to work on your anger and approach her in a new light. Approach the entire relationship in a new light. That you are willing to do this, that you have left alcohol behind and that you will manage your anger. You will become aware. Everything changes to awareness. You will become aware of your anger. Christine says, double trouble, connected to your channel. Confidence says, hi to Christine. Confidence says, Naeem, I don't know what to say. Christine says, Yogi, it's good to be a good listener. It is. Eric Point says, damn, I missed the Goga interview. I wanted to be there. What was I thinking? You were thinking velour tracksuit, leg warmers, and wristbands and headbands. I can't blame you for that. Man, you know, to be the fashion trendsetter of the burpee community is no easy task. It's a full-time commitment. I don't think people realize what Eric Lapointe goes through, agonizing over the perfect burpee outfit each and every time, just for your viewing entertainment. Does he even get a thank you? I'm going to be the first one. I'm going to step up. Eric Lapointe, my friend, thank you for everything you do. As a matter of fact, Eric Lapointe, one of the first people I thanked at the beginning when Goga and I were talking, and I thanked you. That when I mentioned that I was nervous doing this, and you said, you're talking to Goga. How can it go wrong? And I thought, you know what? As he often is, Eric Lapointe is absolutely right. And that just eased my mind considerably. Nadeem says, I can't live without her, Eric. So, don't go that far. Don't think about, I can't live without her, or I have to hold her, because that just creates tension. It just creates tension that has no point in being there. Be open. If she does leave you, you will love her. If she stays with you, you will love her. Start with that. Don't try to hold on to anything. Be open. Be allowing. It's not easy. I would rather love someone and let them walk away than to cling to someone or something that did not belong there, where she was. Just commit to being aware of your anger. Don't worry about changing it yet. Don't worry about anything. Just be aware. Know when you're angry. When you know that you're angry, it will change completely on its own. Just recognize. Say to yourself, I'm angry. Take a breath. Christine says, Yogi, individual has to be ready for change. I agree. That's why I always say start with awareness. Just start with awareness. Everything changes through awareness. You don't have to do anything. And as Christine says, when you're ready, then things start to change. Let's see. Double Trouble says, Eric, you going live again tonight? Eric Point says, you know me so well, Yogi, really? Well, I can't believe I missed. I can't wait to watch the replay. It's a long one. We talked for over 3 hours. Nadeem says, I really want to start a new life. Or Eric, please help me. So you can do it. Just by saying that you want to start a new life with her, you're already there. You're already this very moment, right now, this instant. You are already starting a new life. Stay with that commitment. Be committed to that. You can do this, my friend. You've already started. You have already started on a new life. You have stepped away from alcohol. Now, we're working on that anger. Be patient with yourself. Remember I was talking about kindness approaching everything, being kind, start with yourself. Be kind with yourself. When you're experiencing anger, be kind. Sniper says, Nadim, you've already started the process of manifestation. Nicely said, Squirrel Sniper. And yes, you've asked for change. And Anne says, now pray. Offer a prayer. Ask. I'm of the thought that we don't change anything. We. And by we, I mean the ego. The ego is always going to want what the ego wants. However, that doesn't mean that we always have to listen to the ego. So when we pray, we are saying there's a greater strength than the ego. There's a greater strength than us. And we're asking for help. You're not in this alone. You have the entire universe on your side. You have God on your side. Turn it over. Turn your anger. Release your anger to God. Start with that. When you feel and experience anger, just say, I can't fix this. I'm not in charge of this. However, there is something greater than my ego. There is something greater than my anger. There is always and only the presence of God, and I turn it over to God. Nadim says it's very difficult for me to live without alcohol. I know. It gets easier. It gets easier. Don't think of it as a struggle. It's always day one. You are sober today. That's what matters. And says, honestly, Nadim, only you can help you with God's help and your wife's help. Absolutely. And says, double trouble, that's right. Sniper says, most importantly, let go and just have unconditional love. Nadim, the rest will follow in synchronicity. Thank you, Sniper. Hey, Skits. Evening, Eric. Just popping in to say hi to everyone and how super proud I am of you. The interview with Gogo went amazing. Great stuff. Respecting my friend. Hey, Skits. I hope you don't mind me mentioning you and your channel. I just felt the need to put it out there. And honestly, the amazing stuff that I think you're doing, and that you're, even more importantly, the amazing stuff that you are going to do. So, I got to shut things off for the night. I will see everyone tomorrow. Nadim, my email address is on my homepage. If you send me an email, I'll teach you meditation and some breath work. Meditation is the great equalizer. It just, as Squirrel Sniper was saying, follow the synchronicities. Meditation puts us in that preparation stage for us to notice synchronicities. Deepak Chopra calls it synchrodestiny, allowing your destiny to unfold through those synchronistic events. Skit says, Squirrel Sniper says, good to see you, Skit. Skit says, was actually quite honored when you gave me a mention. Brother, much love. Absolutely, absolutely. Skits. Sniper says, take care, everyone. Skit says, good to see you, Squirrel. Enjoy the rest of your evening, my friend. And love to everyone. Christine says, hello to Skits. And have a blessed evening, says Anne. Thank you, Anne. I will, let's see. I'm going to share out Anne's post. So if you look on Anne's community page, you will see her work. I love those 2 fish mugs. I love all of it. And I will post them on my community page so you can see them there as well. Nadine says it's extremely difficult for me to start a new life. It is. It is difficult. I'm not going to lie. You can do it. And you can leave those difficulties behind. Stay committed. Don't fight it. Don't make it a struggle. Just stay committed. One moment at a time. Never more than a moment. You're sober right now. You're not angry right now. Let the next moment take care of itself. When you are there, you're there. Send me an email, my friend. So it says, hi, Christine. Much love, my friend, and everyone else. Anne says, you're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Denise says, just counting the days. I know. I've been there. Just keep coming back to day one. Show up anytime. We will be here to talk, be here to send you love. We'll be here to support you. You can do this. Don't doubt. Don't doubt that you can do this. As Anne said, Squirrel Sniper said, surrender it to God. Surrender. Steve says, pass with heartache. Heartache's not bad. Heartache lets you know how much you're capable of loving. Christine gives us trophies. Thank you. All right, guys, I got to wrap things up. I got a phone call to make before bed. Calling my stepdaughter, actually. I will see everyone later. Nadim, reach out when you need, as often as you need, my friend. Dread Son, my friend, nice to see you. We're shutting things down for the day. I apologize. I hope you're well. All right, guys, I'll see everyone. If you're around, I'll see you tomorrow. Much love, my friends.